Now, the dispute in this case is over some money, a little over $3,000. Money that you, Mr. Aguili, say you loaned to Mr. Rafael, money that he hasn't repaid you. Now, the two of you describe yourself as gym buddies, that is, friends from the health club that you go to. You, over the course of time, Mr. Rafael, have run into some financial problems, and you've come to your gym friend here for help. And he was able to pay you one occasion $2,000, another occasion $1,000, and some smaller amounts. You, sir, thought that those were gifts to a friend in need, and you don't expect to pay him back because you don't think there was any agreement to pay him back. Mr. Aguili, let's start with you. What exactly is a gym buddy?
Somebody you see at the gym that you hang out with and work out with.
Did you have any friendship or relationship with Mr. Rafael outside of the gym?
Not really. During the last 4 years, I've given him rides to his home because he had car trouble.
Now, Mr. Rafael, is that pretty much the way your friendship went?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I've known him for about like 20 years.
You go to the gym at the same time, he spots you, or vice versa?
Yeah, pretty much just talk about our life, whatever, you know.
So take me to the first time that he had asked you for money. Mr. Aguili, when was that?
That was August 4th, 2021. So he came up to me and he told me that he's trying to invest in Bitcoin, and he didn't have a job at the time, and he had no money. So I wasn't paying attention, to be honest with you, but he was talking about how he can time the market, how Bitcoin's going to go up, and he asked me if you or anybody you know can lend me $2,000. You know, I want to be able to do this. You'll have your money by the end of the month. And he asked me another time. He asked me a final time, a third time. I was like, okay, I've known this guy for 20 years. And he comes across as being a warm, you know, decent guy. He was a professor as well, not at the time, but he's a professor. So if he ever loses anything, he has the means, the income to be able to pay me back. And so I wanted to help him out. So I decided, you know, I'll just give him $2,000. You know, the next day, August 5th, I gave him cash.
Mr. Rafael, you have a different story as to the $2,000. I think in your answer you say, in August 2021, I jokingly asked Michael for $2,000, and he gave it to me the next day in cash. I did not need the money for anything at that time, but I kept the money because he gave it to me. What did you mean by that?
No, actually, I needed the money. I just don't remember. I think it was for like, because I had like a lot of bills that I had to pay.
What do you mean by jokingly ask him the money?
Like, I wasn't serious about it. And then he was like, yeah, I have it. Like, I can bring it to you tomorrow. I was like, oh.
It seemed like that to some degree, but he specifically said for his investment for Bitcoin, he'll have it by the end of the month.
Were there any written transactions here,
No.
emails, text messages, anything like that?
No.
Okay, what was your expectation of if and when you were going to pay him back the money?
I just thought, you know, he was just giving me the money just to help me out, like as like a friend in need. I didn't have any expectations to like of paying him back.
Well, he started asking for it only after the second time you asked him for money. That was in 2022, right? You asked him for more money, $1,000?
Yeah.
What was that about?
I think I had like a speeding ticket or something.
What was your understanding of that?
What happened actually, the end of the month came by, he wasn't able to provide, he didn't fulfill his promise. And he said Bitcoin went up, and then he was about to sell it, but he fell asleep. And when he woke up, it was down. So 3 months go by, he apologized for it taking so long, and he said he's going to give me a little extra interest for taking long. But he also said that he has a check coming in from the gas company. In 2018, in Porter Ranch, California, there was a gas leak, and a large community was affected. He lives by that with his family. So he's told me he's going to get a $70,000 check, and when he gets that check, he's going to give it to me. Maybe October or November of 2021, I asked him how his job search was going. And he said that he couldn't do anything at the moment because his computer was at the shop, so he couldn't do resumes. So he said he has to wait till that comes. He gets $150 so he can get that out. So I offered myself to give him $150 so he can get his computer out, do his resume, get himself back on his feet. He can help pay me back faster. It helps him, helps me.
Okay.
So then August of 2022, that's when he asked me for that $1,000. And the way he did it, he told me the check is coming in soon, you know, which makes you, you know, like open for giving him more money because he's got his backing.